Hello, welcome to day 25, the Wednesday, the 25th of January. You are so close to finishing this challenge. I'm immensely proud of anyone that has managed to have a daily yoga practice or even caught up and maintained this practice of every class through the month. It is a real commitment, and what a great way to start your year. So this is a quick 15-minute class. We're gonna work in 5, so 5 breaths, 5 cat-cows, 5 sun salutations, back bend, 5 breaths in each hip stretch. Short, simple, something you can do all the time and come back to, wake the body up, warm up before a run, whatever you want to use this for. I hope you find it useful. Please let me know in the comments which is your favorite pose in yoga. It's a random question, it helps you comment, it really makes a difference to the algorithm and helps our YouTube channel. It means the world to us. Enjoy this class. You're going to start in child's pose and I'll see you on the mat. So we begin in child's pose. 5 breaths, 5 is the theme. We'll take some breath work, some cat-cows, some sun salutations. Moving through to a hip stretch at the end, this quick morning class. So we're laying here in child's pose, knees out wide, hips towards the heels, forehead to the mat. Reach those fingertips out long and breathe in through the nose. And back out. Inhale through the nose. And back out. Inhale. Feeling the body expand, lifting up slightly, and then as you exhale, let the hips relax, maybe pushing them back a little more. Inhale here. And exhale. Just calming the mind, aligning the breath. Last time, breathing in. And back out in child's. And on the next breath, we come up to that tabletop position. Knees come underneath the hips, so they just walk in slightly. Fingertips spread out on the mat. And as we drop our belly down, we open the chest, we look forward, and it feels like our hands are sliding towards the knees. They don't move because our mats are sticky or grippy. Inhaling, opening across the chest, and then exhale that angry cat. So we push the ground away, we tuck our tailbone, we look into our belly. Inhale, look forward again, the belly scoops, open the chest, hands slide towards the knees or that feeling, and then exhale round the back. Inhale, look forward, cow belly, exhale round the back, number 3. Inhale, belly drops, look forward, exhale round the back. So tuck the tailbone, push the shoulder blades to the sky or the ceiling, more likely the ceiling in January. Inhale, last time, belly drops, open, so just waking up the spine. Exhale round the back, last time, to see how much we can round the back. Inhale to that tabletop position, tuck the toes, lift the hips, find that downward dog. Fingertips spread out, shoulders relax. We want to feel like we're pushing the ground away, gripping through our fingers. Soft bend in the knees, hips lifting high. And just to add one more cue, the heels drawing towards the mat. How many did you notice? Inhale through the nose. And exhale to stay. And I like this little flow just to get the heart going now. So inhale through high plank. Keep the momentum, we push forward on the toes, exhale halfway down. No more than the elbows by the body, chaturanga. Inhale over the toes, upward facing dog. And exhale back, downward dog. So these vinyasa plank rocks. Breathing out into that downward dog, and then again we come forward, number 2, inhale plank, push forward on the toes, exhale chaturanga, no more than halfway down. Inhale up dog, and exhale downward dog. And remember, you can use your knees, one knee or both, to make those chaturangas a little kinder, a little softer on the body. Inhale, come through, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Use one knee or two if needed. Inhale, up dog. You can take cobra if you prefer. And exhale, downward dog. So already those arms starting to just pump up a little more. Feeling that with every chaturanga. Inhale, come forward, number 4. You can do this. Exhale, chaturanga. Knees if you'd like. Belly if you need. Inhale, up dog or that back bend. And exhale, back, downward dog. Last time. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward dog. Big breath in through the nose. Open the mouth and a big sigh out. One more like that because you probably missed the first. Inhale through the nose. Open the mouth and that big sigh out. This time inhale. Exhale, bend the knees. We look forward and we're going to walk towards the top of the mat. Maybe you guys wanting to hop up can hop up. Feet come together. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands on the shins. We flatten the back. Then exhale, fold. Head heavy. Inhale, stand up nice and tall. We roll the spine up. We stand up tall, arms lift up. And exhale, hands to heart. Checking that our feet are together. Hands at the heart, elbows just out wide. Inhale here. Exhale, hands by the side. Mountain pose, gripping the feet, core active, a tuck of the tailbone, lengthen the crown of the head. Inhale and exhale. Fingertips extending down towards the floor. You can feel a stretch through your shoulders. Inhale and exhale. Together we move. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to our plank, and at first we stay in plank. Inhale in our plank. And exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. 3 breaths here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last breath in. Exhale, knees bend, look forward, step or jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand tall, arms lift. And exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms lift, number 2. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, and this time we step back, and if you'd like you can step back all the way through to chaturanga. Halfway down you wait for everyone to get there, and then inhale that back bend together. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale through the nose. And exhale. Inhale through the nose. And exhale. That final breath in. Exhale, knees bend, look forward, step or jump, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand tall, arms lift. Exhale, hands to heart. If you see me looking around, it's because there was a spider. And I'm terrified of spiders. Inhale, arms go up, number 3. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, this time if you'd like, you can jump back to your chaturanga, landing with those bent elbows. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward dog. 3 breaths again. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last breath in. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or jump to the top of the mat, feet together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand tall to finish this round, arms lift up. And exhale, hands at the heart. Number 4. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, forward fold. Simple movements with the breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back through your chaturanga, maybe jumping back if you'd like. You're halfway down, no more. Knees if you need. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, over the toes, lift the hips to that downward dog. A very repetitive movement, one that you should be able to do with your eyes closed, especially this many days in, or years into your practice. Be able to follow each movement with the breath without really having to think about where each part of the body is going. Inhale here, fingertips spread out on the ground, and exhale to stay. Inhale, we breathe in, we bend the knees, we look forward and we step up, top of the mat, feet together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, arms lift up. And exhale, hands to heart. Close the eyes, listen to your body move with the breath. We just talked about it, you know these movements. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back or jump back to chaturanga. Inhale, your back bend, open in the chest, shoulder blades are down the back. And exhale, stepping back to that downward dog. 3 breaths here. Inhale, 1. And exhale. Soft bend in the knees, fingertips grip the mat. Relax the shoulders, breathing in. And breathing out. Final breath in. Bend the knees, breathe out, look forward, step to the top of the mat, eyes still closed. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, arms lift up. And exhale, hands at the chest, open the eyes. Nice. Well done, everyone. Inhale, arms lift up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, and we're going to step back through one more. As a transition, we come forward, we come all the way down. Belly to the ground. Bending the knees, bringing the hands to hold the ankles, or the feet, top of the feet. And we're going to find a bow pose, and as we inhale, we lift up. Lifting the chest, lifting the thighs and the knees from the floor, kicking the feet away. Think about trying to kick the feet out of the hands, but you will not let go. Breathe in and lift. In your bow pose, and exhale, just gently release. Back down to the mat, let the feet go out long. Hands by the chest. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward dog. Inhale here. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, and we're going to step through to a seat, cross-legged, rolling onto our back. Bringing the butt into the middle of the mat, and we roll onto our back. I'm going to take a figure 4 position to stretch the hips. Left leg crosses, ankle over the right knee. That left knee, feel like it pushes forward. And then draw the right leg in, holding around the back of the right thigh. If it's available, you can go straight to the right shin, or you can work up to that position. Holding, whichever variation works best. Keep the feet active. Don't just let this right leg drop down. Keep it strong and driving that foot away. Inhale through the nose. And exhale. You want to have a little movement with the hips, maybe forwards, backwards, left or right. And finding just a little bit of tension, and then when you get there, you hold and breathe in and breathe out. Inhale and exhale. I'm going to let that foot go down. Right foot plants, left foot plants, and then cross the right ankle over the left shin, or the left knee, sorry. You're going to draw that left leg in, holding behind the left thigh, feeling that right knee pushing towards the top of the mat. Inhale here, and exhale. Again, if it's available, you can take the hands up to that shin, but just maintaining that right knee pushing forward, and then have a little twist or side to side action through the hips, and find that little bit of tension, almost that little knot that's in the hip. Everyone's got some tension, I'm sure, around this area, maybe not, but when you find that bit that's just a little juicier than the stretch you start in, hold that point, close the legs in or draw the legs in a little more, and then take a nice big breath in. And you breathe out and hold that stretch, holding through that tension, trying to release that area. Inhale here, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. We're going to let go. Bringing the legs down, a short, simple class, just some breath work, a little bit of sun salutation, some back bends, and some hip stretches. Letting the feet go into the corners of the mat, arms down by our side. Because this is a quick class, if you need to leave, you leave. And if not, just have a few moments as this class finishes. To let the body just relax, get ready to move. Namaste.